Jai Shri Mataji, good morning everyone. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, rise Kundalini and take Bandhan. Shri Mataji, please take us all into the thoughtless awareness. Please Shri Mataji, please dissolve this drop in the ocean. Now let us keep our right hand on the top of the Sahasrara, left hand on the palm, on the lap, right hand a little bit away from the Sahasrara. Let us try and observe the vibrations on the top of the head and on the right hand. And also on the left palm. Shri Mataji, please cleanse our left channel and please make us feel the vibrations of our left channel. We can massage the Sahasrara in a clockwise direction couple of times and then move the right hand away from the top of the head and start feeling the vibrations on the left palm and on the right palm. Now let us swap our hands. Right hand on the lap, left hand above the Sahasrara. Let us see if we are feeling any vibrations on the left palm and on the right palm now. Now let us keep both the palms on our lap. With the complete attention on our Sahasrara and on both the palms, let us observe the vibrations. Surrendering all the thoughts that are coming and disturbing us. Let us keep our right hand on our Vishuddhi chakra. Shri Mataji, please clear our Vishuddhi chakras. Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Both the hands back on our lap. Shri Mataji, please widen our sushumnas. Please open our Brahmarandras. Please make us feel our Sahasraras, Shri Mataji. Our axis is the Sushumna. Let us feel all the 7 chakras on our Sushumna Nadi. Shri Mataji, verily you are the goddess of silence. Please make us experience the deep silence within and establish us on our Sushumna Nadis. Let us now listen to a talk of Shri Mataji. It's from 1894, Mahashivratri Puja.
In these modern times, a place which is supposed to be a holy place becomes the most unholy place. It's such a topsy-turvy condition these days. And when we are trying to establish something very fundamental, it's like a little seedling that has to come out of the stones. It has to fight lots of things, so we have to keep our brains intact and be sensible about everything, and try to see what we can achieve through our patience and understanding. It's very important. Today, I think, is a very great day for all of us, because this place is the place of Virat, of Sri Vithala. It's the place where Sri Vithala appeared to a devoted son, and when he asked him that you better stand on a break, he stood there. And they say that they stood there waiting. Some people say that the statue that we see came out of the Mother Earth on this sand. And that's what Kundalini Kaksh carried, saying that these are the ones who came to see me and my parents. I was busy with them. So they are standing on the same brick which I threw. Now the whole story has to be taken in a very sensible way with a common sense in it. That God Himself is capable of all kinds of miracles. We who are created by God are doing some things which look miraculous. Say if you take about 100-year-old situation of this world, we can say that today we are seeing many things which could be miraculous. 100 years back, nobody could have thought that you could have all these arrangements done here in such a far-fetched places. But all these miracles come from the power of God. So we are the creator of that wee bit, very wee bit of that miracle. So all the miracles of God cannot be explained and should not be explained. They are beyond our minds. And to make people feel the presence of God, God can do anything. He can move into all the 3 dimensions and also in the 4th dimension. He can do whatever He feels like. That's what you have seen now in your every day-to-day life. How many miracles take place to all of you. And you can't understand how it works out. Even it works out on things which are not living. And people are quite amazed how these things happen. So we have to believe now, after seeing all this ourselves, that He is God. And He can do anything that He feels like. We are nothing. We are nothing. There should be no rationality about it of understanding God's miracles. How can it be? How could it be? You can't explain. Only when you achieve that state of mind, where you believe through your experiences that God is all powerful. It's very difficult. This concept is very difficult because we are limited people. We have limited powers. We cannot understand how God could be all powerful because we haven't got the capacity. So, this God, who is our creator, who is our preserver, the one who desired that we should exist, who is our existence itself, is an all-powerful God. All power. He can do whatever He likes with you. He can create another world. He can destroy this world. It's only if He has to desire. My idea of coming to Pandharpur for Shiv Puja was this, that Shiva represents the spirit. And the spirit is residing in all of you, in your hearts. The seat of Sadashiva is on top of your head. but is reflected in your heart. Now your brain is the Vitala. So to bring spirit to your brain means enlightenment of your brain. Enlightenment of your brain means the limited capacity of your brain has to become unlimited in its capacity to realize God. I will not use the word understand, but to realize God. How powerful He is, how miraculous He is, how great He is. The another is that the brain of man can create, of course, out of the dead. But when the spirit comes into brain, then you create living things, living work of Kundalini. Even the dead start behaving like living because you touch the spirit in the dead. Like the nucleus inside every atom or a molecule has the spirit of that molecule. And if you become your spirit, we can say the brain of a molecule or an atom is like the nucleus, body of the nucleus. But the one that controls the nucleus is the spirit that resides within the nucleus. So now you have got the attention or the body, the whole body of the atom, then the nucleus, and inside the nucleus is the spirit. In the same way, we have this body, the attention of the body. And then we have the nucleus is the brain. And the spirit is in the heart. So the brain is controlled through the spirit. How? That around the heart there are 7 auras. Which can be multiplied into any number. 7 raised to power 1600. Which are the ones which watch the 7 chakras raised to power 1600. 16,000, sorry. Now this spirit is watching through this aura. Watching, I am again saying watching. Through this aura, can you sit down? Can you sit down? I think it would be better. There's no need to bother once you have put it up. This aura is watching the behavior of your 7 centers in your brain. It's also watching all the nerves that are working in the brain, watching again. But when you bring the spirit into your brain, then you go 2 steps ahead. Because when your Kundalini rises, she touches the Sadashiva, and Sadashiva informs the spirit. Informs in the sense reflects in the spirit. So that's the first state where the watching auras start communicating to your different chakras in the brain and integrating it. But when you bring your spirit to your brain, this is the second state. Then you really become self-realized in the full way. In the full way. Because then yourself, that is the spirit, becomes your brain. Action is very dynamic. It opens then the 5th dimension in the human being. First, when you become realized, collectively conscious, and start raising the Kundalini, you cross the 4th dimension. But when your spirit comes into your brain, then you become the 5th dimension, means you become the doer.
Let us take the third Mahamantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, thank you for blessing us with this opportunity to be in meditation. Thank you for guiding us, Shri Mataji. Please forgive us for all the mistakes we may have committed, knowingly or unknowingly, during today's session. Please be in our hearts, in our minds throughout this day and night, and please guide us, Shri Mataji. Thank you all for joining. This concludes today's session. Whenever you are finished, please do rise your Kundalini, take Bandhan and do a Namaskar. Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.